Thank you so much for joining me, and today I'm going to take a look at the trades I took on Friday, October 7th, 2022. Now, today was a relatively short day, just a one and done for me. This is the Friday the unemployment information come out, where good news turns into bad news, where they had good employment numbers, but everyone's worried about the Fed continuing to raise rates. So as soon as those numbers came out at 8:30 or 8:30 market time rather, the market just sold off pre-market, and everything pretty much trended lower for the entire day. So you see from the charts here, my 2 minutes at the top and the 5 minutes at the bottom, the AMD, the Qs, the SPY, and Tesla, everything pretty much rejected its pre-market high and just sold off and continued to stay lower for at least a half hour or hour or so that I watched the market while I was trading. So I only took one trade today, and that was going to be on AMD. So if you look here at the extended chart here, if you look at the after hours the day before, AMD got down to right around this 62.20, 62.25 level on some not too great news. Quickly recovered, trended lower the after hour session. And then when the market opened on Friday in the morning, it was already still pretty lower. Wasn't quite at the lows of the after hour session the day before, but wasn't really showing any strength. So I wasn't sure before the employment numbers came out, wasn't really sure which direction it was going to head. But it tanked a little bit lower along with everything else right at 8:30 when the numbers came out. And then it made a big push to make a newer high, a pre-market high, basically right around the that level on the after hours the day before. And then as soon as the bell rang, it just sold off even lower. So I was looking forward to push up a little bit and then go lower right off the open, looking for a good spot to take an entry. So as I saw it open here, it never really reclaimed that opening price, just around $64, $64.05 or so. Opened up, touched lower, broke slightly through the pre-market low, bounced back, double bottom there. One green candle, and then really struggled to get anything higher than that. So the first entry, one of two entries, I took just one trade to the short side, but two entries on it, was here as the AMD was approaching this the low of the day or the level right around 62.80. So this green candle, it wicked up, and everything else of the market was starting to turn lower. AMD was trying to push higher. I thought maybe there might be some chance, since I had gotten beaten down so much the day before, that it might stage at least a short term in the morning push higher. But it tried to, but it was just struggling here. So I took a short, took a put here. The first order entry here was on the 62.50 put. Took one contract here at 9:44 and 36 seconds. Got filled at 78 cents. So I just took one contract pretty much as a feeler to see if it was going to push lower and push past the low of the day so far, since everything at this time was rolling over. So I took one. And it struggled. It tried to get higher, but it was really staying right around this 62.80, 62.85 level. It really couldn't find any strength higher. It was trying to. Buyers are trying to push it up, but it was just too much selling pressure. So I had one contract, and if I got any confirmation, I was going to add a little more to it. So once I saw that it failed to push any higher, added four more contracts here. I got filled all at 77 cents, so a dollar better on those. 9:45 and 54 seconds. So just about a minute or so after the first contract, bought an additional four at the same strike, this 62.50 put, and then held it for the break through the low of the day. Now, ideally, I would have held it to right around that I mentioned before, the pre-market low the day before, the after hours low rather, the day before, this 62.25. That would have been the ideal spot. But since this is Friday and the options expire, holding zero DTE options for any length of time, if you're not getting a significant move, is just going to eat away at the premium on it. So got a quick move here and sold all five contracts for 91 cents. Sold it at 9:48 and 6 seconds. So all in all, in the trade about 3.5 minutes or so. And as you can see, if you look later on in this little segment here, it does bottom out here for a little bit here around that 62.20, 62.25 level and trend there for a while. So if I'd held it there, if that was going sideways for that amount of time, that starts to eat away at the premium, especially if it doesn't move that far away from the strike. So I wasn't interested in holding these too long. Now, of course, if you look at the whole chart for the end of the day, everything cratered, and these would have been a massively, about $1,000 or so position. But holding those, there's no way I would have held that all day on expiration Friday for potential. Maybe leave some runners, but that's something I can do with the larger accounts, as not when you're starting out with $1,000 or so. You don't want to leave that much risk on, especially maybe if it was the beginning of the week, maybe Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, possibly leave maybe one or two on to see what happens. But no way I would have held this on a Friday. So that was it for me. Just a one and done on that Friday to be up $62.42. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like below. And if you want to continue to follow along on my journey to reach the $25,000 PDT level, don't forget to subscribe below and hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my next upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.